G'day and welcome back to Celebrate Real Profit. My name is Kerry O'Shea. Thank you so very much for joining me here today. Yesterday I was having a conversation with someone and was saying that, I'd really like to know when, the house is going to sell and, I move on with my next phase of my life. I'm spending Easter packing, culling, cleaning, and I know that the market is really vibrant here in Australia for real estate, and the house will sell, and I have a real joy in my stomach that this is the way to go. Yet having this conversation with my friend, I realized subconsciously I have stopped breathing because I'm waiting for A, B, C, or D to happen. So, during the wait, I'm literally waiting and holding my breath. That is not bringing joy into every moment of my life. That is not celebrating who I am now in joy and celebrating what I've achieved every day and who I'm being every day and the beautiful people that I get to celebrate my life. It literally feels like I am holding my breath waiting for this house to sell. Have you ever been in the position with something, whether it be business or personal, or perhaps starting a diet, or a fitness regime, like when I'm fit, then I'll do A, B, C, or D, and then in the interim that you feel like you're holding your breath and you're not being in joy in every moment. I invite you to be curious if you're doing something the same or similar to what I've just shared. And then with that, how can you be okay with everything just as it is now and not waiting for something to happen to be okay? Traditionally, we're taught to set goals, and, then when we achieve the goal, then we'll be happy. I know when I was, doing my degree that, it just seemed to stretch on and on and on. And, the same with doing my CPA and then failing a subject or two, that did not help at all. It stretched everything out. And I, looking back on it now, I was holding my breath waiting to get through every day. And that's not, living each moment in joy. So how can you bring joy to every moment now, even though it's not exactly the way you would like things to be, and to be okay with the way things are just as they are? I invite you to be curious, not to judge yourself. I invite you to be curious. And in regards to talking about the weight, I have had the most extraordinary pleasure when I was in my mid-20s, so a few moons ago. Actually, I was 21 when I first arrived in Canada, and I lived there for 18 months. So I saw the beautiful, amazing seasons of Canada. And I had the pleasure of knowing a gentleman who was a farmer then. And, you might say we were dating. Looking back on it, I got to hang out with him, and watch the seasons and the impact that it had on his farming day to day. I would love to speak with some farmers across the different provinces of Canada. I would love to speak with some different farmers in the different states of Australia to be curious about the impact of the weight on you. So, like in Australia, we put the wheat in, and I can't even remember when they plant the wheat, and then, it's how many months for, it to grow, and then, they take the crop off, and And I know that's no different to any other farmer in any part of the world, but it costs them so much money to put that crop into the ground. That weight of not knowing whether the crop's going to be successful. Or like the banana farmers, we've had the cyclones come through recently up in northern Queensland, and they've lost their crops, so how do they then be okay with everything that's happened and still be in joy even under these most difficult circumstances? So I would love to speak with Canadian farmers, Australian farmers, and understand how you bring joy into your day-to-day, working with the seasons, working with nature to put your crop in the ground and then bring it out of the ground. Please, I'd love to hear from some Canadian farmers. I'd love to have some podcasts with you, just some short podcasts that we can share on this Celebrate Real Profit. If you're keen to have a conversation with me, please email me, kerry@kerryoshea.com, and we will get started from there. Wherever you are in the world, my name is Kerry O'Shea. Enjoy Easter. G'day and bye for now. Thank you so much for being with me.